These musicians can feel the beat, but their two left feet often lead to dancing fails. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 singers who can't dance. For this list, we're focusing on notable entertainers that are not quite as coordinated as their musical peers when it comes to fancy footwork. We're not saying they're bad performers because of their weak dance skills, we're just offering a public service announcement so that Mojoholics know what to expect at live shows.
Nobody told me about this.
Well, here we go.
Number 10, Katy Perry. To the credit of this international pop star, she is far more than just a bubblegum sex symbol. Then again, Katy Perry isn't known for her stage agility and complex dance routines. Most often, she'll glide across the stage, capitalizing on her undeniable grace and presence. Perhaps the most heartbreaking example of Katy's dance woes came at the 2015 Super Bowl halftime show, as she was essentially upstaged by a tandem of show-off sharks. And yes, that includes the left shark.
Everything about you is so irresistible.
Number 9, Jessica Simpson.
Don't try to tell me that it's not my type to idle what I feel inside.
Like Katy Perry, this newlywed star has a certain appeal, and it's not quite the boot, scoot, and boogie.
Can I get a song to play? Can I get a yeehaw?
Even so, Jessica Simpson famously released a music video in which she covered Nancy Sinatra's "These Boots Are Made for Walkin'," and it turns out there is some truth to that title. As the music video shows, it's less about choreography and more about Jessica's, car washing abilities. Of course, there's nothing wrong with having a little fun, but Jessica's sexy dances are typically a bit over the top, while her early live performances were steeped in the usual pop dance routines of the time. Number 8, Bruce Springsteen. And one of the more heartwarming cases of subpar white man dancing, this rock icon gave it his all for the iconic music video that is Dancing in the Dark. So, to be fair, the enthusiastic nature of Bruce Springsteen is endearing, but unlike so many rock stars, Springsteen has managed to sustain a lasting career and now appears to be more inclined to play a musical instrument on stage rather than bursting out the always welcome awkward dad dancing. Number 7, Chris Martin. For the most part, rock fans attend Coldplay concerts to be moved by the voice of Chris Martin, and by the music itself. And while nobody can blame the lead singer for choosing to dance, when you're working crowds as big as Coldplay draws in, you gotta bring something special. Scholars might not even call this dancing per se, as Martin has perfected what can only be referred to as the bounce. In other words, it's a committed form of dancing. And it's one of the few elements of a Coldplay show that's just so crazy, it works.
It drives you crazy, getting old.
Number 6, Lorde.
We can talk it so good. We can make it so divine.
Upon the release of her debut album, Lorde had music fans hooked on pure heroin. Incidentally, her dance moves had some fans feeling the exact opposite.
We count our dollars on the train to the party.
She's been known to flip her long locks from time to time, which is certainly acceptable, but the internet has often reacted negatively towards her bizarre moves, questioning Lorde's form and technique. At times, it appears that she's being taken over by some type of spirit, or just hunching over as if dealing with bad indigestion. There's nothing inherently wrong, as many fans have fallen in love with Lorde's quirky moves. It's just a different type of body rocking that perhaps the rest of the world hasn't caught up to. Number 5. Bono. Stylistically, Bono has long been known for his iconic shades, but for decades upon decades, his bizarre idea of dancing has polarized audiences everywhere. In the early days, he understandably took note of what others were doing, but as Bono's career progressed, his dance game has become a little graceless, despite all the confidence and rockstar posturing. Like so many other singers that struggle with the complexities of modern dance, Bono finds comfort in the spiritual aspect, or at least that's what appears to be going on. Number 4. Brandy. Given the smooth yet effervescent nature of Brandy's music, her substandard dancing just may come as a blow to the senses. In other words, she's got the hip, but she's lacking some of that hop. As evidenced by her appearance on Dancing with the Stars, Brandy isn't the most coordinated, perhaps unaware of her natural sex appeal. Of course, Brandy's imperfections won't diminish her legacy, but it's clear that when she sang I Wanna Be Down, she wasn't talking about being down at the local dance studio. Number 3. Miley Cyrus. As a former Disney darling, it was only a matter of time until this pop star shed her innocent demeanor. And given her propensity to be free and liberated, well, she tries equally hard to convey a carefree vibe on the dance floor as well.
To my homegirls here with the big butt, shaking it like we on a strip club.
In fact, Miley Cyrus is responsible for the uprising of twerkers in North America and beyond. And while that may not be an actual crime, some may argue that her overstated dance fiascos are both offensive and downright disturbing. She's a definitive girl gone wild in terms of modern dance, but maybe she's just bored with the typical styles of the day. Even so, one may find themselves slightly confused when viewing Miley Cyrus grooving to My Neck, My Back.
You almost gotta watch this.
Number 2. Mariah Carey.
Let's skate.
With all due respect to one of America's most iconic voices, dancing is not a strong point in the repertoire of Mariah Carey. Of course, she looks good when she's dancing, which is a plus, but her style is more like a soccer mom shuffle than anything else. But when you're killing it with vocals like MC, well, the world will be just fine if she's not exactly on par with Beyonce. Perhaps most importantly, Mariah exudes a positive vibe when dancing, fully engaging with her more capable dance crew and just putting herself out there without a care in the world. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Twerking, you're twerking. No. I don't know what you're doing.
Number 1. Taylor Swift. She's arguably the biggest star of her time, and she's most definitely willing to shake off any criticism. But whereas a hit single like Shake It Off allowed Taylor Swift to geek out while dancing, her public appearances sometimes reveal a girl that is sadly a few steps behind her contemporaries. Her mechanical movements have an endearing effect, yet her enthusiastic nature balances out everything else going on, fortunately. And so, it's entertaining to watch Taylor frolic around. Most fans can surely tell what Taylor Swift is going for, and it's probably better to just let the girl do her thing and enjoy the moment. Do you agree with our selections? Which singer do you think struggles the most when dancing? For more rhythmic top 10s published daily, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.